like this belongs to this country, this belongs, like there's no discrimination on the level of health, on the level of connection. Yeah. So networking is really increased. Now I am connected. I've written an article in IEEE Transmitter. I've connected to numerous people around the globe onto LinkedIn, Facebook, and everywhere. So networking is one of the best advantage, best benefit that we are taking out of pandemic period. So yeah, then technological advancement, really, because like people are getting this new challenge of pandemic, so they are adopting, industries adopting, IT industry specifically adopting virtualization of their work from home for adopting this new challenge of technological advancement what they are facing right now. And on the negative side, yeah, we had like there are hacking available, hacking going on, attacks are going on onto system laptops. Recently, like last week, my professor from Bangladesh has got a ransomware attack into her laptop. So I was like devoting whole week night every single day to resolve out that issue, how we can decrypt. So yeah, there's one negative impact that attackers are ready to attack some of the laptops, some of the companies' database. So that's one of the you can say negative impact. Then with that, like many companies are like making all the people who are less productive from their company out of it. Yeah. So unemployment is one of the great concern right now, like people are facing. Then working from home, it's like a positive impact as well as negative, because people are thinking like through many articles and posts that I read, articles I read daily. So people are saying working from home is really like more productive, but we are getting more pressure from our managers. So that's kind of negative way, yeah, according to the employer point of view. Then we have strict actions for more productive, as I said. So what's actually how we can do, how we can develop a new normal way of living. So there are new opportunities every domain. Like I was giving a one webinar on drone, yeah, for computing and drone technology. So how drone can also help us out in increasing the new normal way of living. I was thinking like students are not able to connect with their teachers during this pandemic period. So they can have a virtual drone teacher coming onto the roof of their home. Then they can connect with him, with it, and can communicate properly. Yeah, so that can be one of the new opportunity. And for sure, like what we are here to talk today, wearable technology, smartwatch are really connecting us to the world. Internet is basically like helping us very high. Yeah, if you are having an internet increase than 2 Mbps or 1 Mbps, you are able to talk with anyone across the planet. So that's the new normal way of living that we are going to witness in coming days after this lockdown period. So basically, are we ready for this? So yeah, my favorite, like actually I am the part of Obama Foundation. So basically I really like put some of the quotation by Barack Obama. So like change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the change that we see. So that's really great. Like you can say it gives you motivation that yeah, if you are introvert, you can't share information, you can't face your laptop camera, but yeah, there's a change you have to get into yourself. So this is how we can increase our new opportunity after this pandemic period. And we can like note down, we can check out some of the new opportunities into our workplace, into our home. Yeah. So in that way we have a hope for the new way of living. Then so what we think, like many industries right now, like Google, Microsoft, like you can say some of the brands from India, Wipro and TCS, Infosys, Tata Communication. So these people are saying that, yeah, we are very much adaptable and we are very much open for work from home till December 2020. Or you can say like they are very much ready to get work from home for every another years also, 2021 or 22. So what's actually the main impact that created on technology? That's like cloud capacity. Virtualization is will be really essential for everyone to work from home. So what do you really think, like, yeah, I'm working from home, I am connecting to a virtual image through VMware software, something, but we are increasing the data onto the cloud. Yeah. If they are not paying the money for the industry in the like maintenance, employee, food and all those things, but they are devoting their money into virtualization. That's the great impact that we are looking forward after the post-COVID pandemic period. Then machine learning, for sure. Like people are like saying about the 5G, and most probably I was very much surprised to see that research work is now going on to 6G, and even 5G spectrum is not so yet developed in each and every country of planet. So machine learning will be one of the necessity, and where the data will be analyzed on the offline without using any internet. So it's actually the application of edge computing and fog computing. So what we will be witnessing after this pandemic. So according to my experience, like there will be a virtual experience also. Like yeah, people are creating their holographic image and they are conducting some of the virtual images. Like HoloLens is one of the example. And yeah, so many industries are working on to this area also, augmented reality, virtual reality. So this will be a very new normal for us if we look forward. And connected healthcare for sure, because healthcare industries right now is on the boost because every single person on the planet needs the help of healthcare industry because they need assistance from their home itself. Yeah, they want like I would get the medication notification by sitting on my sofa. Yeah, that can be one of the case like which we can witness. There are a lot of products already out from I hardly remember that's one of the startup from Australia. They had created one of the smart assistant onto the like they can assist all the like patient into the home by like talking like Google Assistant or Siri or something Alexa. So that's kind of new way we are going to witness. So coming to that, like wearable technology. So what's actually this on the basis of category? If I say wrist is there, headwear is there, VR, yeah, virtual reality, and eyewear is there. We can say Google Glass is one of the great example to see into this category. We have footwear. We have installed some of the sensor into our shoes and slippers so that they can analyze our running rate. They can analyze our you can say weight. Yeah, that type of innovation is going on into the industry right now under this technology panel. Then we have neck wear, we have body wear. If I say the example of neck wear, you must be aware about sixth sense technology that has been introduced by like Pranav Mistry. He's an undergraduate from IIT Kanpur from India. So he has done PhD from MIT University. So basically, like he was inventing some. If we can have a rectangular shape of our, like if we say we are going to capture one real image from our fingers. So he has used that neck wear virtual, you can say projector onto a locket, and he's like capturing the images from the finger sensor itself. So that's a great innovation we are waiting for to witness. Then on the basis of technology, you can say like computing is very simple now. Will be coming also in very flexible. It will be very smooth. It will be like you will be computing and analyzing all the data without using internet onto your wrist and onto your smartwatch, onto your smartphone, onto your sensors you are embedded on the body. Yeah, body area network is one of the great domain that is coming in the networking field. Then we have display technology. We can have a virtual mobile onto my hand. So it's kinds of one of the prototype that we are going to look in under this technology panel. Networking, obviously, because 5G is going to be introduced. So how it will really greatly impact every other industry in which we are dealing with networking. Yeah, positioning technology. How I would say like there are some of the gyroscope. You can say some of the sensors in our phone like Pixel, and Google Pixel is one of the great example. Like we are taking our phone from the table, so it is not noticing like how much meter, how much length we have taken up from the table. So that's like of the sensor that are already installed in the smartphone. So we are going to see onto this wearable technology banner how positioning technology will help us out. And sensor is really one of the great you can say research area where data is being generated. And I was looking onto one article that yeah, people will be having one of the data center, virtual data center for their own body. So that's a new innovation that we are looking on ahead. So what's actually the technology behind it about the sensors? So basically like we are using pressure meter, yeah, pressure sensor, and we are having some of the embedded microchips into our arms, and that can transmit the data safely to like you can say we are connected with the biological intelligence is one of the field where people are having one startup I will share with you in the coming slides that one of the startup is working on the data center for maintaining the database of our brain thoughts. Yeah, what we are thinking, what we are analyzing, what we are like you can say meditating. what are the things we are more tense of during our lifestyle, during our day. So it will store that data onto our Google Drive or OneDrive to analyze it afterwards. So that's kind of new, you can say, field coming into biological intelligence, biotechnology. So on the third image, you can see that the person is scanning a chip from his arm from the camera. Yeah. So what's actually going on there? So it's actually catching out the sweat sensor. Yeah, it's like a sweating sensor. What is the like percentage of sweat you are having? Yeah, that's kind of new chips and new sensor that we are adopting onto our body. That can be one of the great trend topic and trend research area in wearable technology health. And in this particular image, like on the left hand side bottom, you can see like there's one chip. You can say it's connected from a yeah. It's actually graphing like plotting a graph for the pulse rate at the normal smartwatch, Fitbit, or Apple Watch or something. Like normal smartwatch also comes with the pulse rate. So it's actually one of the experiment that has been done under one research scholars, that they have calculated and like real time plotted that pulse rate according to that particular sensing through the sensor. Then we have obviously one of the, I would say, the next optical fiber communication. If we are looking into 5G technology, how optical fiber communication will help us out to transmit the data. But let's come behind little bit and let's see what's actually optical networking. And optical networking will help us into this, like optical fiber communication will help us in this wearable technology panel. So optical transmission of data can be one of the option. Like actually in this image, the person is using the mouse, but what's the need of the mouse? If we can have a transmission of data of the longitude or latitude or the place of the finger we are placing on the right hand side of our laptop without using mouse, and by reading the, you can say, the location of our fingers and replicating that location onto our monitor, that's like a mouse movement using the infrared sensor. So that's kind of sensors we are looking ahead, like what companies and startups are doing right now under wearable technology. So what's actually available in the market, what's a recent trend? So I hope I would be able to transmit the audio. Yeah, can anyone, yeah, so is it audible? The voice is there? Hello, Dr. Jefferson, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, my this video audio is also audible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Then we can go ahead. Let me show you one of the like you can say the first NeuroSky is one of the great company that is dealing with the sensing of you can say heart pulses, meditation percentage, and all those things. So let me play this video for you.
The human body is an amazing and complex machine.
So, like as we saw in the video, Neurosky, like this, this, these people, like these industries, these companies, really working on some of the like you won't go outside, or you won't, like if you're walking down the street, you can have a look to your parents' health, you can have a look to your grandparents' health, like what's actually going on, and you are really very much aware, and transparent data is being transmitted using internet onto your Android application. Yeah, that was an example of the smartwatch that has been introduced by Neurosky, but they have also developed one of the, you can say, headset you are putting onto your head, and it is analyzing your thought, what actually you are thinking, and like this kind of prototypes we are getting into the market for this particular trends, what we are seeing, right? What we are observing under wearable technology. So let's see what's actually Lewis and Google has introduced with their cloth market. Sorry. Yeah.
The weather downtown is currently at 65 degrees. Today at 10 a.m. you have a dance audition. Traffic is heavier than usual. It will take you 23 minutes to arrive at your destination.
Yeah, okay. 1 minute, Ella. No, not you.
Turn left on Broadway Avenue.
Yeah, I totally get it, Red. But hey, I'm about to jump in the elevator. I'm losing you.
So as we see, like this kind of innovation, this kind of research area, what we are looking into coming days into wearable technology can be like so much promising, and we can have new opportunities out of it. Yeah, we can explore some of the ways that, yeah, what are the things what we can focus into cloth market, what is the basically like the tech behind, like data analytics part, the cloud computing part, the 5G part is one of the great players outside, yeah, behind this type of technology. Let's have a look to another prototype, another product that has been introduced by Google under this wearable technology. So it's like Google Glass, right?
Here are the basics of how to use Glass. This is your touchpad. It runs from your temple to your ear. Tap the touchpad to wake up Glass. You should see the display above your line of sight. Adjust it to see everything. The home screen shows a clock. This is your timeline. It's a row of cards. Things to the left are happening now or coming up, like the weather, an upcoming flight, or an event in your calendar. You can tap on any card to see more. Swipe down anywhere to go back to the timeline. Cards to the right of the home screen are from the past, for example, messages, videos, or photos. Tap on a photo to share it, and choose one of your friends. Swipe down to go back to standby. And have fun exploring.
So when I first encountered this video, like I was in my second year of my bachelor, so it was like very much a new trending topic, and then I was looking into the development part because I am from the CSC background. I was more involved, like I was more interested into how to develop this particular applications for this type of products. So I was very much great to see. I will share in the coming slides like what are the open source tools available, so that you can also have a hands-on experience onto wearable technology from the software as well as hardware point of view. So how you can develop, right? These are the open source tools that I was talking about. So we have Wear OS, that is Android Wear, that is being introduced by Google. Then we have Apple Watches. You can have the development from basics to advanced. You can have a new knowledge about how we can use these smartwatches, how we can make our own application to be deployed to all the products, all the customers that is being served under smartwatch of Google and Apple. So then we have TGen developers. TGen developer is one of the also one of the kind of smartwatch, but they are actually more concentrated toward the healthcare, similarly like Neurosky. Then we all are aware about the Fitbit. So Fitbit actually having some of the applications, you can also develop your own operating system as well as the application through this open source studio. So we have Sony and we have Vuzis and Google VR virtual reality. It's actually open source. Google is really very much, I really like the model of Google, Microsoft and all these big brands, because they basically open the innovation for every single citizen of the planet so that they can innovate new things into their products and they can serve their own customers, right? So we have Google VR developer space. I've actually attached down the URL, hyperlink the URL onto the image. So whenever you will get this PPT, you can have a overlook how you can develop and how you can contribute into the open source technology in wearable technology. So basically like how it will impact you, how you can have a basic knowledge from the biological part to implement the hardware and to the computer side and software part of those hardware part. Yeah, we have Google Cardboard, that it's like a DIY project, so you can build it into your home itself. So we have Microsoft has also developed that HoloLens that I was talking about. Like you can have your whole body holographic to the another home, like on the another corner of the planet. You can communicate virtually. So that kind of innovation that is coming out of these great companies and great, you can have proper innovation into this. You can contribute into open source technology. You can have exposure to biological intelligence, software part, hardware part, how it is actually trending into this market. Then we have NFC ring. It's actually like similar to the ring that is being introduced by Amazon. Amazon Alexa has been deployed onto a ring shape. You can wear it on to finger and like you can talk with the Alexa. Hey Alexa, I want a direction to my home. So it's basically like very like you can say smooth or flexible way of looking into this wearable technology. And what's actually the recent key market players. So I have taken this particular stats from the statista.com. It's actually one of the portal where you can get out the quarterly updates on each and every technology of all the companies, all the brands. Yeah. So if you can see in the Q1 in the last graph in the last column, so you can see in the first quarter of 2020 we have got advancement into Apple market. Then we have productivity of sellings of Xiaomi, Huawei, Samsung, Fitbit, and Garmin and Jawbone, and there are a lot of companies that are actually working on the smartwatch, smart body sensors, and kind of other type of wearable technology categories. Yeah. Okay. So what's actually the advantages and disadvantages of wearable technology? So basically, if you are using a smartwatch, you must be aware about some of the charging mechanism is one of the more difficulty. Then you have a short battery time, and you have a data privacy. That's actually the main important disadvantage that actually research scholars are working these days. And I've gone through some of the transactional papers where they have actually mentioned and they have actually performed a simulation on the attacks onto their devices, how data can be leaked out from these wearable products. Yeah. Then the price is one of the most concerned because deploying all the products in the market is not the one thing, but using all those products on the low level of the economical status of any particular citizen, that's actually the main success of that industry. If they are able to give that product to that particular economical status. Yeah. Then we have the advantages. So basically it's actually analyzing of data is being done on the user layer. So if we can have a look onto the cloud computing architecture, we have on the basic level, we are having our applications, our devices, and then above that, we are having our cloud layer where the data is being stored. But there's a latency period, right? We have to upload and download all the files from Google Drive. It takes our bandwidth, it takes our cost, it takes our time also. So what's actually the main advantage of wearable? It's actually you are not using internet at all. You are using a short range communication protocols like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi connected to your smartphones. So the analysis of data is being done on the user layer. So fog computing or the edge computing concept really plays a huge role by introducing a, you can say, edge layer in between of cloud layer and application layer. Then we are more connected. People are more connected if they have the if they have a centralized database or centralized connected device of all the appliances of their home. So they are more connected to see a camera outside their home. They are more we can say they are more connected with their parents to have a look, have a checkup onto their health through the smart devices, through these wearable smart devices. Then we have productivity. Obviously, it will increase because you are having your data on to go. You need not to wait for the phone to unlock, or you have to recognize you need to have your face in front of your phone camera so that it can be unlocked, or you don't have to worry about the UI part of the operating system of your smartphone. It actually increases the productivity because it decreases the time to operate those devices. Then portable, obviously, because we are deploying those wearable products onto our body, and we are embedded the chips into our arms, we are embedded a headset onto our head, and we are actually storing the real data into the virtual world database. Yeah. Then you can track your day. In the last, like in the night before sleeping, you can track down all the activities you have done. If you have jog in the morning, if you have work hectic schedule into your workplace, so you can track each and every detail onto your wearable products. So what's actually the future? Yeah, we have seen that recently in the present, in the first quarter of 2020, these companies are playing a really key role to advance the, you can say, to advance these wearable products into the market, into the particular, like they are innovating. People are getting into open source day by day and getting all this software part deployed onto their products. So what's actually, I actually read out this, I got one reference from Spectrum article from IEEE. So the future aspect of wearable, maybe it's like some of the research projects that are actually going on into these companies. I have also hyperlinked this company's URL, so you can have a look over this, what's actually going on and what these companies are doing on. So the first one, that's mind reading smart glasses. So you are having your glasses, but like if you are observing to another body of the another person, yeah, you are able to read the mind, what actually he is thinking or she is thinking about you or something, what's the thoughts going on in front of you, yeah, onto another person. So this kind of project, Mind X, is one of the company that they are doing. So they are on the development period. Other than that, Google Glass, it's actually implementing one of the new feature, that is sweat sensing glasses, so that we can have a look how much sweat has been out from your body. So that's kind of one research project that Google is working. Then we have one of the, I can say, like long going project that is being introduced by Sana. It's like goggles to eliminate chronic pain without medication. It's like a really you can say meditative type of goggles. You can wear it and you can sleep. And there are some of the medication and meditatory sounds and videos are going on. So it's like a virtual reality experience. Actually, they are working really, their projects is really great. I was very much impressed by looking onto the research work and what actually they are doing onto the ground level. Then we have Data Garden. So it's actually listens to your body. It's actually what they actually, for the first prototype, they have implemented one of the product where they can communicate, that humans can communicate with the plants. So that project has already been implemented by Data Garden. You can have a look onto their website. So now, right now, in the coming days, in the coming decade, they are working on the gadget to build a product which lets you listen to your body. Yeah, like what kind of you can say the biological part you are having pain from internally. You can have a health status daily onto your Google Drive or OneDrive. So basically, they are storing whole body data onto your cloud. So that can be one of the great products that can like coming in the market, that will come in the market. Then we have human body data center. As I pointed you all in the beginning of the presentation. So people are storing the data, thoughts, and every single instance detail of the human body onto developing a virtual data center. So what that Nectom is actually doing that product, developing that product. And then we have medical holographic operation. So it would be very nice. Let's imagine such thing like during this coronavirus period, one doctor is not capable to resolve out some of the issue, and he is actually replicating that holographic image of that human body during the operation to that doctor across the planet, across to another country of the planet. So they can connect it very easily using this holographic approach. So RealView is actually working on this product. So what, from the point of view of research area, if we see like wearable technology is one of the great field where we can have the challenges onto sustainability and resilience. And evaluation is one of the great things. Like you have to evaluate the market. What is actually the market available? Sorry. So this kind of future research area is actually open into wearable technology. So I would like really invite and boost every particular member here in the participant list to have a look onto these challenges, what's actually available in the wearable technology, and how we can get together into open source, how we can innovate into these existing products to develop more and more and to contribute into the society for the betterment of humanity. So in that, like we can start out with a QA session. That's my email ID and that's my LinkedIn profile. I will be sharing in the chat box as well. So I guess that's from my side. Thank you so much for such great audience. Yeah. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. Enjoyed it. Does anybody have any questions? I know I have some questions of my own, so maybe while you can start, I guess, typing them in, I can go ahead and start asking. So one thing I was wondering was, you know, a lot of these wearables are kind of motivated by collecting data. How do you, I guess it's a two-part question. Number one, where do you see this field going in the future in terms of further developments? And number two, how is the collecting data aspect impacting behavior? So these are just sort of broad kind of general questions, but I was just curious to know, you know, you've studied this field and so you know this a lot better than I do. So just some thoughts on that maybe?
Yeah, for sure. That's really wonderful questions, I would say. And for the first question, what's actually the field going into this? What actually data is very much important. Data is money in these days. Yeah, we are actually sharing the data onto another companies. We are like that kind of things are going on in this pandemic period. So data is very crucial. User data is very crucial. We can see like in the coming decades, the data privacy and storing the data and analyzing the data onto the ground level. That's very important. What actually I have explored these days in industry as well as during my research work that I have done so far. And for the sensor part and for the wearable technology, we can say that there are a lot of things like I don't want my laptop to be onto my table. I want my laptop to be portable. So how we can make that? We can have a smart, you can say a small laptop screen onto my hand using a display sensor. That can be one of the advancement into wearable technology. That what I actually looking forward. And has Tesla company, the Elon Musk actually noted down that biological intelligence is one of the great field that will be coming in the market soon. And it's really great opportunity to explore into this domain. I hope I have cleared your query, Dr. Bidhi.
Yeah, no, that was great. We have a question from Gene Freeman saying, how do we know if the data is corrupted, or, you know, basically what's the error percentage in the data? How sensitive is the data that we're collecting?
Okay. Yeah, in that way, like we can have a deep analysis on the data, what we are storing and what we are collecting from the human body into this wearable technology domain. And that can be one of the aspect, and we can see into that storing the data is basically the main thing. And after storing, how you are analyzing, how you are securing that data from being not corrupted, from being not destroyed by someone else outside our the sensor body or outside our data storing place where we are storing that amount of data. So that can be one of the instance, and I would say that is one of the great research area we should explore. I am not so much into that, but basically if I say data is really. Like data we have to secure, data we have to analyze, and we have to see if attackers are not so much into this, and make it local. Don't be on the internet. Yeah. If you are storing the data from the application layer, make it local. Don't make it open source. Don't make it so much like publicly available so that people can check out, people can destroy that data completely. Yeah.
I see people in the individuals in our group right now. Some people are doing the analytics and others are in data mining. So this is a good time to ask questions related to that.
For sure, sir. Yeah.
There's a question from Giovanni Earhart saying, are the process behavior that demand wearable technologies or the wearable technologies that provide new normal process behavior?
Yeah. So the like in the way we will be using wearable technology, that is one of the like a new prediction that we can make. Like we can have a new opportunities gateway onto this particular part. How we will be using wearable technology. Like if I say I am using my laptop to connect my you can say virtual desktop of my office from my home. So if you walk through like if I am saying like I am not my home right now, I am outside. Yeah, I am nearby to my home, and I am out for a shopping. So there I can see like yeah, there are a lot of messages onto my virtual desktop which is being reflected by the smartwatch. Yeah, that can be one of the future we see into this particular domain. Then we have smart classes. We can have education smooth through these wearable technologies. People are actually working on this part, how we can deploy, how we can embed the memory chips into the brains, how we can embed the data, how we can get the data out of human body. Yeah, that kind of things actually going on into the research area of wearable technology. But yeah, it's actually open gateway to new opportunities. You have to explore day by day. Actually, I am also getting new knowledge every day into fog computing, cloud computing, data analytics, and wearable technology domain. So it's actually learning every day through such kind of webinars, such kinds of events we conduct virtually.
Thank you. I don't know if does anybody else have any questions? I mean, we still have a good 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I have a question. My name is Isa Kumala. I'm the chair of Galveston branch section. The question is, how do you see the AI or artificial intelligence taking this data and integrating it together to completely serve a person's health and also well-being? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Professor. It was really a great question. I was really expecting about the artificial intelligence, some kind of that related question. So there we go. So if I see like artificial intelligence and integration of this into the wearable technology domain or in any other domain, like how we can help a person completely using artificial intelligence, that kind of really promising. But I would say in the same parallel end, we are having some of the disadvantages also. Like if we use a whole automatic process, then like people are really arguing on this particular thing, unemployment will come if artificial intelligence will completely deploy onto the industry. That's kind of like you can say argument, like kind of 50-50 situation, but it all depends how we are actually using this cutting edge technology to be used onto the ground level, onto the application layer. So from my point of view, artificial intelligence contributing with machine learning and cloud computing will be a really great field coming ahead for newcomers like new generation to explore this field. And I would say I would make a note here that in India actually like the government of India is actually working on to deploying artificial intelligence curriculum into the school students, into like standard 6th to 12th class students. Actually, they are learning how we can use artificial intelligence chatbots to develop like how we can help out this artificial intelligence develop chatbot to guide some people out on the planet, how they can get the awareness about COVID-19, and this kind of things is actually coming ahead. I hope I have mentioned something. Yeah, I hope I cleared your doubts, Professor.
We have one more question
Yeah.
from Julian Morales, and he said that you showed a list of cons, but have these been addressed, and can you provide a progress status in terms of where is the field going with these cons? Are they improving, or have they hit
Uh-huh.
a plateau?
Okay, sure. So basically, like charging mechanism, short battery, and data privacy and price is actually one of the great demand from the market. So I would say, like, if as much as I explored in wearable technology so far, so they are working on this. They are actually eliminating the latency period of data transmission. So we have the security part also. They are actually working on some of the cyber security specific, like the people who are actually into security solution. They're working to integrate with these companies who are already having this smartwatch and products out in the market. They're working on the security part more, because security is one of the great concern by each and every customer of to their products, that how you are actually securing our data, how you are, like, are you sharing my pulse rate, are you sharing my health status to another doctor to have a research field going on there onto their hospital, and I'm not getting out of something from that. So that kind of things actually working some of the companies, and some of the progress is going on, but I guess it's actually on the development and research level only. No, actually none company I've explored yet came out with some of the great features with these cons to be eliminated completely.
Great, thank you. Anybody else have any questions? We still have some minutes. Dr. Thukvi, oh, there's a question from Giovanni Earhart. Are the legal issues being care on the brother application and data gathering and providing trends? So I guess, could you talk a little bit about the legal issues and whether, you know, what the field is doing in terms of gathering personal data and trying to get trends from that data? What sort of considerations are there?
Yeah. So basically, under the wearable technology, it's actually not people like governments from like to the, you can say, like Europe is working on to this legal issues part. South Korea's part is doing African part. USA actually working on this particular part. And on the right hand side, we can see Malaysia, Singapore, India, and China. Japan is actually working on these legal issues, because government is really facing this new instances of deploying drones, artificial intelligence, cutting edge technology onto their country specific zone. So they are working on it. Like, I heard a news back in like 1 month before that there was some person who has tested a the possibility of drone technology onto the market. So government was not so much ready to react on it, and government actually banned that product. Yeah, banned that person, that yeah, you can't fly a drone without the permission of legal policies by government. So such kind of legal issues will be there, and governments are actually working on that part as well. And I guess, yeah, we have questions from Dr. Jaffer as well. So do amended sensors come under wearable technology? How this technology is impacting smart city plan? Yeah, so I would say, like, so embedded sensors, yeah, it's actually come under wearable technology domain, because as we see in the slides, we have some of the sensor embedded in the arms and embedded in the head, and people are storing the data from the, like, actually I read one article that they are actually swelling out one of the sensor that is actually a small type of macro level of robot, and the patient is swelling that robot, and that robot is actually into his body for 1 month or 2 months to get the statistics of his body. Yeah, so that kind of things is actually really advancing under this wearable technology domain. And for the smart city plan, for sure it will really impact, because some of the smart cities in India, what I have faced, like Pune is one of the second smart city of nation. So they have deployed some of the smart wearable, specifically like cheap type of wearable devices that can be taken by the customers to operate with the rental bikes or rental scooties available on the road. Yeah, they can connect their smart devices, wearable technology, wearable products that has been provided by those rental bikes companies to connect with them. Yeah, that kind of, like, I can say, like, that kind of future is coming, where we don't have to hold down with like our smartphone onto our head to talk with someone else. So basically, it's like just pull out your arm from your pocket, and there you go. You can talk with anyone by looking into a virtual image or virtual video connection. Yeah.
Wonderful. Dr. Thakvi, do we have any other?
Yeah, I gave that. My question was, do embedded sensors come under WT, which is mostly the medical sensors are now, they're suggesting to embed it inside the body, and how that probably will be factored when we are working on the smart city plans, you know, especially, of course, there are about 26 different countries that are working on smart cities. India is, of course, one of them, and Delhi is also one of them, which is Mr. Kalra's closed city. How are this is WT being utilized or maybe planned to be utilized if we know of in smart city planning strategies?
Yeah. So, sir, actually, I explored some of the some of the products that are actually under the research field. Microsoft is actually working on it in Bangalore, Karnataka, India. So they are actually working on to this, how we can deploy some of the wearable products onto the, you can say, the customer body, so that they can transmit the data with their products. Like if we can say HoloLens is one of the example. So HoloLens is one of the great, you can say, product that we will be using into a smart city. We can have a smart transportation available. You can just take a seat into a bus, and there you go. We can transmit the data between the seat and your human body. The data is being stored onto your smartwatch, which is actually showing that, yeah, you have taken this particular seat, and this seat has been booked with this particular price, and that has been deducted from your bank. So this kind of automation is actually being adopted by some of the companies which are actually working in smart cities. So from industry point of view, yes, sir, they are actually, wearable technology is actually impacting this smart city plan ahead in coming decades.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. I think it's almost time. You want to say anything, Dr. Abidi, before we close? I really want to thank everyone who signed in and participated. Now let me just open the video. Yeah, I just received if you can see this here, this is the latest IEEE IMS. It has some, I don't know if you can see that one. Yeah, here is it has a couple of nice papers on this particular topic. I just saw it, I read it. And so everyone who joined, and especially Ramnik, I know it's about 11 o'clock your time in the evening, encroaching in your sleepy time. And we have next week, we will have a distinguished speaker from Romania, 11:30. I will appreciate those of us who are interested in, please sign in, send the email, and please don't send it half an hour before, because I'm busy and we can't really. So please do that. And also from IEEE standpoint, we make a note of how many IEEE members are non-members for the annual report. So that helps us to do that. We have, so the next week is this one. Week after next, 24th, we are hosting the Amico presentation. That will be at 7 o'clock in the morning for Houston time, 7 in the morning on 24th. It is advanced controls. And on Wednesday, 29th, Women in Engineering, Dr. Abidi is planning and working with the IEEE president, past president, to give the presentation. So Dr. Abdi, you want to say something again before we close?
No, that was a wonderful talk. I really enjoyed it. And we are working, I'm also working with Xiao Jing. We're working on having a couple presentations through WIE, some on negotiation, one on negotiation and the other on project management, especially in the time of COVID. So more on that soon. I guess stay tuned. We will be sending all that information out. And thank you all for being a great audience today. I think it went really well. So thank you. And thank you to the speaker.
Yeah, Dr. Abdi has been recording that one, and she has the emails of everyone. There are two options. One is that she can send it, or the other option is we will send it to Dr. Lu, who is our webmaster, who is actually in the meeting right now, to upload it on our website. I will suggest that you can check the websites for our program for next 2 months, that we'll be doing this kind of thing with noted speakers and the topics that I think you will be interested in and we are interested. Again, Ramnik, I really appreciate that one. I wanted to find out from a couple of people like you, the situation in India, and then also Professor Giovanni, who is in Brazil, to let us know what the situation of. Maybe I'll talk Professor Giovanni. Could you tell us what is going on the this virus business? What the situation is in Professor Giovanni?
Hi, and okay, I'm following all the research and the application, and I'm moving on from the university and all the industry, and I don't have a specific information on the topic because I still researching, but although we are going through this pandemic, we're still working on all the process, all the application, and transforming all the threats and great opportunities, and taking care of different issues like we address here, because of the legal issues, because of how we can apply and provide a new solution for all these things. So I still looking on, and we'll research more, and we'll follow you all and all the speakers to learn more and to give back some more thoughts in the near future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ramnik, you maybe 30 seconds, you want to say what the status of the virus business is? I'm originally from Allahabad, and their situation doesn't look very good. So I just want to find out what is the story in Delhi in that area.
Yeah, so basically like unlocking is actually going on. So it's like a second phase of unlocking. So people are going out and people are going into their industry, but actually I'm very much secured because my company is not allowing me to go to the office. So I'm very much safe. But right now the situation is really very much serious, and people are really very much like people are getting not getting the jobs out of. New freshers are actually facing that situation. Students are actually facing due to this unavailability of education through their home bandwidth. So that's kind of situation going on under this pandemic period. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Anyone else have a 10-second comment you want to say before we close?
Yeah, hi, my name is Max Cherubin, the IEEE Foothill. Here in Southern California, the situation as far as the COVID goes is getting worse because for some reason a lot of people are not wearing masks, being out in the open, and they're turning it into more of a political issue. People do things like that, and so it's just to let you know that we're most likely we're going to probably have another shutdown if this keeps up. So that's Southern California. Talking, yeah, but it's basically all of California, I would say.
Well, thank you so much. Anyone else? IEEE has a society called Social Impact of Technology, and I'm trying to get a speaker who can talk about all the social impacts that the technology has. So hopefully that will also cover some of these, of course, and other items there. This one. Anyone else? If do we have?
Well, Zafa, thank you very much. And
this is Professor Harmon of University of Houston, Clear Lake.
Ranik, thank you for that interesting talk. Everybody stay safe. I'm at the University of Houston at Clear Lake. We're concerned, of course, about our foreign students, since there have been some changes in requirements of courses, but really don't know what's going to happen in the fall. If Texas keeps up the way it is with these viruses, cases increasing, there's liable not to be an open university in the fall, but we don't know yet. So let's hope for the best. But the statistics don't look good. You all know about exponential growth.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks again.
Sorry. Dr. Xiaojing Yuan, are you still there? You want to share? She's the vice chair of the section. Dr. Yuan? If not, our section chair is here. Dr. Unwala, you want to say maybe 10 seconds, unless you have left? Are you there? Oh, well. Okay. All right. Looks like we are all done. We are about minutes behind our schedule. So I really, once again, I really appreciate everyone. And I'm going to have Mr. Kalra, you just send me your slides. I know this video and audio will be much bigger capacity, but send your slides. So I'm going to ask Dr. Liu to put it on the website. People can, access to that one here. Dr. Unwala, you are there. Now I see. Can you unmute and you want to say anything? Yes, please.
I just wanted to thank the speaker for, it's late at night in this time zone, and we really appreciated it, and it was a wonderful talk. Thank you very much.
All right, it was, the voice was not very good. All right, so this concludes our presentation. Those of you who are joining next week, please make sure that you register. And if not, you can Google Galveston Bay section and then sign and then get the details. Our flyers are there. So, and doesn't matter, it's open to IEEE, non-IEEE guests and anyone who's interested in. This is kind of opportunity during this Corona thing, the negative and positive. So, all right, this concludes. And Dr. Abdi, thank you so much. Next week, our co-host will be Dr. Irfan Khan of Texas A&M University, Galveston. So he will be with us. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to close.